Good, you got that hat. Can you step back a bit? Step back here. Yeah, that'll do.
Coming up, we don't fix anything, but I spend actual money to buy a bow and arrow for my child. No way. I actually make one out of some junk tent poles. Hello and welcome to Fixed Tech Stuff, the channel where we laugh at the words you might as well buy one. We also occasionally fix and sometimes break stuff. Well, I tell a small lie, I actually bought these arrows, they were cheap enough, but we're making the rest of it, a very low budget DIY adjustable recurve bow from random junk and a 3D printer. You can make a bow out of anything, including a stick and some hay bale string. A clever way to get a stronger bow is to bundle some sticks together. I learned about this form of bow making from a video on the Gone Feral Primitive Skills channel. He goes into much detail about making these. Two of the things that inspired me to make this video were using short sticks bundled together to make a longer bow and the use of fibreglass poles. Well, I've actually got a pile of old tent poles, so why not join them with a 3D printed handle in the middle? If you're at all interested in making a bundle bow, make sure you also watch his video. Before we get too far into this video, I'm new to archery and definitely no bowyer, so don't be too hard on me in the comments if I get something wrong. I hope this video is inspiring to others. Give things a go, try making something. Archery seems like a fun hobby too. Oh, if you want to try this yourself, don't go destroying perfectly good tents. Think of homeless people, refugees, or even kids who might like a tent. Also be safe. A mistake with arrows could really hurt or kill somebody. There are many different types of fiberglass tent poles, varying in sizes like 5, 6, 7 or 8 millimeters. These ones are nice and thick, but are a bit short. You could try using them in pairs of two glued together with a joiner. Fortunately for me, I found these 6mm ones which were just the right length. Another possibility with these is turning them into arrows, but they are a bit too short. You could certainly join them with some kind of rod in the middle, and I may look into that in future. Now I've gone through a few iterations. The first one was very light, perhaps a very low 5 pounds or 2.5 kilograms of force, but good enough for my son to learn on. I designed it to be easily printed on my 3D printer's 210mm by 210mm build plate. The laminations and bolts allow me to space out the joins for maximum strength. Here you can see a hand grip somebody made for a commercial bow, and I adapted it to fit my design. I'll put a link to it in the description. This is the final design. It's in 5 parts to space out the joins as best I can. I'll just put them together so you can see. I designed it so you can put in any odd or even configuration up to 7 poles. Skipping back to the second last version, you can see 6 pieces ready to assemble. Plenty of super glue, bolts and clamps. Once it's glued, I can drill out the holes to the full size. I definitely don't recommend drilling it like this. The drill can snag and you can break it or hurt yourself. A quick test fit. Let's put in some poles. Now I've assembled it, we'll check the length. 1330mm or 52 inch in American. Probably the right size for my son, but I was still able to use it comfortably. This is a simple rig to test how much force it has. I'm suspending the bow and using a luggage scale to pull it to full draw. As you can see, it was about 10 kilograms or 20 pounds. Now adding an extra pole on each side. Electrical tape helps bundle them together. But then disaster struck. Only thing left is to disassemble and try again. This is where I had the idea of reinforcing it with some sheet metal, and I found this old saw. There we go, it's the perfect size. Marked it out and cutting it with a grinder. That's close enough, I think. Let's have a look. Clean off that rust. Now we'll trim it a bit more with the bench grinder. I have to make an allowance for the poles to go through. I've also taken 1mm off the 3D print to allow for the thickness of the steel. With that done, we're ready to glue. It's enough super glue to make your eyes water, literally. It's looking good. My mate do camera jig if you're wondering. This is where I found out that the saw blade might not have been the best choice. The holes were really hard to drill, but I got them done. Clean up the burrs. Get any oil off with acetone. Sanding down the mating surfaces for a perfect fit. More glue. I use bolts and the vise to clamp it all together. Grinding the edge of the saw blade off. This worked surprisingly well and didn't eat up the plastic like you'd think. This step's optional, putting some contact adhesive in the holes to keep everything secure. The most important thing is it's easy to pull apart later if necessary. I've gone with 5 poles. This gets it strong enough to suit my needs. In this case it equates to about 30 pounds or 15 kilos. I can always add more later. It's all coming together. Some electrical tape on the ends. Now it's time for some string. The string I'm using is actual hay bale twine. It's certainly not the best thing, but it's what I had lying around and it was free. One improvement on this twine could be twisting it to make it more round, or maybe even soaking it in wax and white spirits. I didn't know how much tension to put on it, so I just got it tight. Surprisingly, tying it like this seems to work. All done. Let's give it a test. I fired off a few shots at that stump, which is 37 meters or 120 feet away. stuck in the tree. I got these fiberglass arrows from AliExpress. I'll put links to all of these things in the video description. Before we go, a word about the steel plate. In my design, it sits directly in the middle. As with most traditional bows, you fire the arrow slightly to the right. This design could easily be improved to be centre fire by shifting the metal plate 8 or 10 millimeters to the left. Well, there we have it, my interpretation of a bundle bow. If you appreciate this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.